Hello, in this Flutter video, I am going to show you the text widget. So I've already got some here. This is the default code. So what we are going to do is inside of the underscore my homepage state class, we are going to remove this child, which is essentially all of this. We're going to remove that. And we're going to start adding stuff manually. So a little cool trick to see where this bracket closes. If you click on it, or just before it, it'll show you the corresponding one. Luckily, there's comments to help us, but if there wasn't, this really does aid us. And a lot of editors will provide that functionality. So if I was to save that, hot reload, as you can see, that disappears now. So to add a text widget is pretty simple. You do text, colon, child. Sorry. You put child first, colon, text. And we need to put a comma at the end. And inside of here, we can put our text. So if I say, hello world, and I save that, as you can see, it appears right there. Regarding positioning, we'll get onto that in separate videos. And what we can also do is change the font style. So if we put a comma, let's put style, colon, text, style, and this takes a parameter, and we could set different stuff. I'm just going to set the font. What should I change? I'm going to change the font. I'm just trying to think, which one should I change? Obviously, it's totally up to me which one I want to change. I'll change the font style. So I'm changing the font style. So you just do font style dot, and we could do italic. So if I save that, as you can see, it's slightly changed italic. Let me change something else instead. Let me make it font style. And what are the properties? Actually, no, forget about font style. Let me show you a different one. We can do, instead of font style, we can do font weight. So font weight. So we can do font size as well. And as an extra task, I want to go for the different properties. And the font family, which will change the actual, the actual, what's it called, the actual font itself. I'm going to provide a link so you can experiment with that. But the one I want to just quickly show you is the font weight. So the font weight, the font weight dot bold. As you can see, it is now bold. So that's basically how you add any sort of widget. Is child, then the name of the widget, and then any properties. This requires this one property, which is essentially the string itself that is going to display. In separate videos, I'm going to cover positioning, I'm going to cover gestures, I'm going to cover all of that stuff. But the whole purpose of not just this video, but a lot of the videos in this series is to essentially show you the little snippets that it requires to do, to do the text object, and then gestures, like tapping a piece of text or tapping a button. The code is basically the same. So instead of showing you that in every video, I'll show you in one video or a few videos covering gestures, and you can apply that to all your widgets. So if you have questions about some extra functionality, don't worry, it's a bit more generic and therefore it's coming in a separate video. If you have any questions though, feel free to pop me a message, and as usual, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.